Hey, what's up everyone, Morey Croson here, and we have another new breakdown for you today. It's going to be on the play action pass and really putting a focus on under center when doing the play action pass and how you can create a great play action fake. This is a really important thing in being able to have success in any type of offense that is underneath the center and just being able to set up the run, set up the pass, and obviously the play action. So as always, if you like the information in the video, you can go ahead and click the thumbs up down below. That really helps us out a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, go ahead and leave that in the comments down below. We'll go ahead and hop in the video right now. All right, we're going to be using Peyton Manning here just because he has a great reputation of really doing a great job with the play action pass. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks ever just because he just worked on all the little things and made sure he was great at all the little things. And so what we're looking at here is a comparison, and I just want you as a viewer here to be able to look at this and say, you know, which one of these two videos is actually a handoff in comparison to play action fake, right? So you can see it's a pretty similar overall run play, and you know, one is obviously a play action and the other one is actually a flea flicker. So I'm going to go ahead and play this one here on the left, which is going to be an actual handoff, right? Then it ends up becoming a flea flicker. He puts it back to him in comparison to this one, which is a play action fake. And so really a big thing that I think is super important to be able to recognize is when you're doing the play action fake, really being able to put the ball out there so the defenders can see it, and really making sure that you're extending your arm and actually making it so it looks like it is a run play. Everybody else is going to continue to, you know, move as if it is a run play, and you want to be able to have an influence on the linebackers. And I think the best way to be able to do it is to get that full reach out, and then at the last second be able to try to hide it away the best that you can to make it so, you know, no one can really see that it's a play action, especially when it comes to any type of waggle type of a movement. All right, so here's going to be another example of a great play action fake here. So you can see same type of situation. This is just more of a straight back type of a waggle. So now there's going to actually be more of like a bootleg, where you can see that first one he went from actually doing the play action and more to sat straight back, where this one he's going to be, you know, booting all the way around afterwards. And you can see the same type of fundamentals here, going back, really extending the ball out, making sure that that defensive end is going to be crashing down on it. And you can see he does this thing where he kind of dips his head too. And, you know, I would say that whatever you do when you actually hand off the ball, you want to be super detailed in doing that same exact thing when you're doing the play action pass. So if you do dip your head like that, or, you know, if you have anything that you really concentrate on doing when you're handing the ball off, make sure that you implement that when you go in and do a play action pass. So you can see here that he goes and hands it off, and then the last second again pulls it. And I used to do this as well when I did the waggles. Is I would kind of hold the ball right there next to my waist, and again, even after you hand off the ball or, you know, do your play action, you want to carry out kind of the same movement. So, you know, notice how he's not doing anything that would be, you know, different. He doesn't immediately tuck the ball or anything like that. He's just kind of casually running away here and making it seem like he actually handed the ball off, and that makes it so now everybody has, you know, fallen for it on the defense, right? And now that makes it so you can basically just walk in from there. Reaches it out, last second kind of pulls it back, doesn't immediately go and take off, just kind of carries out the fake as if you would normally do. Sorry, I got a little bit laggy there. And that makes it so then he's able to, you know, walk in for an easy touchdown. So we'll go ahead and do a couple. We have a couple good ones for Aaron Rodgers as well. We'll just go ahead and go through that just so you can see kind of a different quarterback. Same type of thing though here, right? So and notice, well, this is like a stretch play. Notice how deep that they get even when they're doing the play action, right? So great job of being able to you know, get that mesh at about 4 yards, which is typically what you want to aim for, 4 to 5 yards, right? This could even be considered closer to 5 yards. So this would be a stretch play. So this is something where he's going to be trying to go more to the outside, and to be able to get that much depth and be able to give the ball to your running back with that much space to be able to, obviously this is a play action, so he doesn't actually give it to him, but being able to give the ball to your running back with that much space really helps him out in being able to actually run the ball with a lot of success. So I really want to put an emphasis here on not necessarily throwing and the breakdowns of throwing, but actually some of the small, again, details that will really make it so you, as a quarterback, can set yourself up for success. So having a great play action is a huge, huge asset that you could use, as well as having a great running game, right? If you have to always throw the ball, you're not going to be able to set yourself up for as much success. And in order to have a great running game, you got to be very, very active in the stretch and, the waggles, being able to carry out your fakes really good, and doing all those little things that make it so, now that defensive end will freeze. Now, the guy that's unblocked will actually be an unblocked guy that won't be able to make the play, or, in this case, really making it so he goes all the way back. So now, the offensive linemen have a better chance to be able to set the edge. The running back has a better opportunity to be able to read the linebackers, the defensive line, see what's going on, what's open with the offensive line, and that makes it you have a lot more success as a quarterback. So just an important kind of point there that I want to be able to make. But same type of thing. So now he goes back, and now he just carries out that fake. So this would be the same thing that he would do when he doesn't have the ball as when he does have the ball, right? And it's super, as a quarterback, when you're watching the games on Sundays, start to be aware of that, right? Instead of always just watching whoever has the ball or, anything like that, start watching what quarterbacks do when they don't have the ball. How well do they carry out the fakes? And you'll see a big difference between guys like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, and what they do after they hand off the ball in comparison to, a guy that is in there for, or hasn't been a starter for as long of a period of time. So just take that into consideration when you're actually watching games. Again, does a great job carrying out the fake, and because of that, makes it so a guy's wide open, right? Same type of thing here. Makes it so the defense can see the ball. Makes it so he gets a lot of depth on, again, this stretch play here. Okay, running back's faking it. Now they see that it's a fake. Plenty of time to be able to take a shot, score a touchdown. Right? So big point is, if you can set up the running game, if you can set up your play action pass, you can set yourself up to have more success as a quarterback, which is something that we all want to do and what this channel is all about. So hopefully this video is able to do that for you, and hopefully is able to connect to some of your quarterbacks that might not be taking the play action pass or the run game as seriously as you need to. I'd say you really need to be able to focus on that and recognize that. And once you get into, if you want to be an NFL quarterback, you're going to actually have to know the protections, know the blocking schemes in order to make it so your linemen and, running backs and everybody's in the right position to be able to make you have success. So, right now it's a lot easier for you because I'm sure your coach just calls in the play. And you just have to relay that to the linemen and everything. But there'll be a time where you actually have to be able to check in, check out different types of running game or passing game protections and blocking schemes to make it so you set yourself up for more success. So as always, guys, I hope you like the information in the video. Thanks for watching, and we have a lot of things down below that will be able to help you out as a quarterback in your development. I'm working on some new programs to be able to help you out with that as well. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll talk to you soon.